Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see if I can remember how to do this, shall we? This could be fun. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I hope we are all well. I'm nearly ready. I'm just doing that whole faffing about bit, get myself sorted. I was up at like 4, half 4 this morning, so I thought, you know what, get on, we'll have a little fiddle about. We'll have this ready. I do apologise if you hear noise in the background throughout this stream. The whole family is at home. Later on, the in-laws are coming round with grandparents and aunts and cousins, so we're sort of hiding away upstairs, but we may hear background noise. I do apologise. Right, let's bring this up for me. I think we're ready. I think we might be. Hope you're well. Hope you've been enjoying whatever you're doing this weekend. Quick refreshment, and yeah, let's get into it. Hello, as we do. Hello, hello. If you're still there, that is, obviously. Hope you're well, Lynn. We haven't heard from you in a while, sir, so I hope you're good. Hope you've been keeping well. So, what are we doing today? Today, we are fortunate enough. He's back, morning, Mr. F. He is back. He's back and trying. He's giving it a go. Now, I think I've got, well, I think my chatbot might turn up. We'll see. Dear, oh dear, well out of practice. Yes, I am back. Back for a bit. We might even get a double stream today. We might get a stream each side of the Formula One today. I might do an evening stream, like a late evening stream, because I still want to do my ATS jobs, so I need to get them done. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while. Then I hope you're well. Hope you're well. So yeah, I've been fortunate enough to have a copy of Wernalou Farm by MS Modding. He's been kind enough to be sending me his mods, maps, him and Lancey and FS Landscape and Rod the Mod, and one or two others have been kind enough to send me stuff, even though I've not been playing Farm Sim, and I've done a little bit of testing, a little bit of playing around and having a look and doing some things. But I thought, you know what, let's get on. Let's have a live stream, because I know there is still an audience out there for this on the channel, and we've not played Farm Sim, or I've not played Farm Sim, probably since middle to end of January. It's had 5 more updates since I last played, I think, and Precision Farming's finally here, so I'll get to see what that does. I haven't really played since any of that's come out. I had a big update to do yesterday, which was obviously the 1.9 update, and that brought in the Precision Farming for me. So we got all that to look at. I've seen there's some new HUD stuff about for me, obviously because I've had a little run around the farm. I've tried to load in the shaders to try and make it smooth, a decent experience, because if not, it's just all jumpy about. So we'll see how we do. Unfortunately, I will say, as we just jump in, unfortunately, and I've said this in a few of my videos recently, with my my capture software that I use for myself, my NVIDIA Broadcaster, it had an update a while ago, and it seems to be really strenuous on the hardware now for some reason, and it does cause a little bit of stuttering. No matter what I play, I can play anything when I'm not recording or streaming, and it's perfect. As soon as I turn on the NVIDIA Broadcaster, it does get a bit naughty. So we might find that, but that's just what that is. It's just something. And I'm not here for long. Got to get to the old golf course. Of course, you have my man. Never done precision farming before, so I'm trying it tonight for the first time. Why not? It makes it better. Precision farming makes it funner. It does. It makes it funnerer. It's just, it adds more depth. It's depth that I think, and a few others think, should be there from the get-go. So yeah, but this is the brand new map by MS Modern. This is the version that is with Giants for testing, I believe. So yeah, we can have a little look around here. to start with, and then we'll get out and we'll do some farming. That's the plan anyway. That is the plan. So we've got our farmhouse, obviously with our triggers. We'll treat this as a little bit of a map tour to start with, I think. Have a little look around. Got a farmhouse. There's quite a few sheds. There's quite a few animal pastures on here. We'll start down at the bottom. We've got a vehicle and machine shed down here. I should imagine as I get using on this, there'll be less machines than just vehicles, because I am not reverse parking stuff into there. That is for certain. I think down this side, is it? Yep, down this side. We have. I feel like. It might just be because it's been so long since I was last playing. I feel like I move really slow. Like I am at half pace. I don't know if that's because I've got that smooth jumping thing installed. But this is a massive silage shed. If I put my little... You know, see, we got the compacting up on the left. So this is huge. Absolutely huge. For a clamp. Let's get rid of that. Then here we have nice little storage. Nice models. I know MS has been working on his modelling, working on his blender skills. Tutelage from Lancey Boy as well. So I love it that people are getting together and helping each other out. It's much better than people getting together and stealing each other's mods. Simudad, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're well. We're just having a little look around to start with. You've not missed much. Farmhouse, clamp, shed. So then we've sort of got one of the main entrances to the farm here, I think. Or is this just to the pit and the pigs? So there's a little area here for pigs that holds, I think, 36 pigs. But we do have a big slurry pit down here. Our slurry tank. Now, I did message MS about this because it's supposed to be like a real farm, and there's a gap in the fence. But it is supposed to be there, I'm told. It's supposed to be there. It's a walkway. Now, there is a walkway because there's a gap at this one as well. But this one is blocked off with barrels and pallets because you can put pigs in here. But the bottom one wasn't blocked off, so I did message him and just ask if there's something supposed to be there. And he said, no, it's just a walkthrough. So I have got myself a bale. And my bale is going to stop my pigs getting out when I've got pigs. That's what I'm doing there. But yeah, we've got pig feed, water. I say it's 36? Yeah, 36 pigs can go in here. One day, one day I will have a pig farm that works. We got access there as well, and we've got access down the side here. Just jump the fence, and that goes off down yonder. Now, I've not really explored the map itself, so that could be fun to just drive around for me as well. So we've got ourselves a class combine and a K-brand baler. Little storage area here as well. It's nicely done. I like that we've got the undulations of the farm. You've got like upper farm, lower farm. In here, this is a functioning shed as well. At first I thought, oh, it's an old one. I wonder if you've put one of them ones down that look like they're not going to be usable. But it is, which is cool. I like this. I like the brick texture, I like the old shed look. And it's got a bit of our grass equipment at the minute. Rusty, morning folks. Morning, you streamer reprobate. Time off for good behaviour. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Right, I was... The little one woke me up at 4:30. And I put him back to bed, and then he was up wandering about. So I stuck him in bed with Mum, and I just got up at 5. And I was like, you know what? I want to pop about, and I'm going to get ready, and I'm actually going to do a stream. I keep saying I want to do one. I'm actually going to do it. And I spent like three hours sorting stuff out, mods, and getting ready and doing stuff, and just pottering about until the house woke up. Everyone gets up at 9:30. Mrs. decides she's going to go off shopping. Boys start kicking off and going mayhem. And I was like, oh, I'm never going to get live. I'm never going to get live. But you know what? We're doing it. We are doing it. So, that's lower farm. Then up here, we have cow shed. So we've got cows up here. And this one holds 80. Banished for bad behaviour, yeah. If I could bolt the door from the inside, mate, I would. So yeah, 80 cows here, and it does have a little pasture out back. We've got, obviously, functioning gates there. Feeding, bedding down the middle. They do have a little bit of grass here to wander around in. Centre doors do open. They open from the other side. Oh, I got myself stuck already. It's been a while. I can't remember how to do things. Doors open, but if you trigger this one, they both open. Whether that's deliberate design or not, I don't know, but that's how it works. I'm fine with that. But this one, I notice, or I can't find anyway, the trigger for, but it triggers from the other side. But yes, you can get in, turn around, do what you got to do. There's milk for it around the other side. And whenever I want any alone time, I just scream at everyone and then they avoid me for a few hours. See, I spent most of the last 5 months screaming at everyone, mate. They don't listen, they just ignore me. But they don't leave me. They don't leave me alone. Yeah, there we got our milk tank here. Over this wall, we didn't go over here. We have another big shed. I don't think this one holds silage, so I'll put my little bit up. Not like the bottom one. The bottom one's silage, this one's sort of storage. There's no compaction percentage on that one. It doesn't work for you, Jen. Unfortunately, with ladies, they just get classed as emotional and crazy. Overly emotional. You're being crazy. Then we do have another clamp here. Fill level and compacting. A lot going on. There's a lot here. And then we've got the large UK cow barn in situ in the map. This is the one that I had on Riverbend Springs. So that's built into this map, which is lovely. I just went to change, threatened to change the password if they don't often leave me alone. That usually works. Don't know. Threatened to burn the house down. Everyone just still sit there. We have storage here, and we unload it here. By the looks of it, so we've got ourselves a storage shed. Obviously this one works as the old one did. Feed down the front, cows in there, bedding sprayed in from the side, and we have milk down this side. And then we've got another shed over this side, and we've got fuel as well. Is there any fuel in it? It's nice if you get a little bit of free fuel, isn't it? We'll buy it. So we've got some fuel, we've got a spreader out back. And we've got another lovely shed here. Two compartments for storing. You store what you like in there, but they're sort of primarily for storing your loose grains, aren't they? And then we've got the silo, the actual grain silo here. Dump, fill, and we got our trailer. And that's the main farm. And that's about as much as I've seen of this map. Everything else then is new for me if we go out and have a little look. As you submit the map to the Muppets for testing yet, or is he still working on it? This is submit. I think he submitted it at the start of the week, so it's probably, you know, at least a month or two weight on it. When you come in, you start with these 3 little fields and the cow pasture over there. We'll go have a look at that in a bit. But I've brought this one. Now this, I'm not sure how because I've completely stayed away from all FS content, and other than laughing at things that people put on the old Book of Faces, I don't really tend to see too much of it. The tram lines, as I take it, are coming in from precision farming. It does it automatically because I did have a look. If we go over to help, precision farming, everything else seems much the same. Soil type, soil sampling, pH value, nitrogen, yield, variable seed rates, weed control, and then we got the width spray thing, which is part of that as well, I guess. Pulse width modulation is technology that enables sprayers to control the application rate for each nozzle individually. So yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. Tram lines. So tram lines are the filter. We know what the top bit is, right? With Precision Farming DLC, you can generate nice tram lines as well. After defining the working width of your sprayer, the seeder is automatically generating the tram lines. The sprayer working width can be defined in the Precision Farming map screen. Just click on the field and select tram lines button below the field info. So do you do that afterwards? Or do we do it beforehand? So if you're seeding, it's automatically in there. This is something I'm not sure about. Oh, was there anything else in here that was new? Tram lines, manure nitrogen sensor, that's old. Than we've had before. Environmental score we've had before. Economic analysis, that's normal. And subsidies now. So if you take the time to cover crop in winter and you leave your cover crop in through February, you do receive a small payout, 200 per hectare, which is pretty cool. I think that's a nice touch. So if we go like on our map, on that one's empty. So it's because there's no crop in it, we can't set tram lines. Can't set tram lines in that one. That one's already got tram lines in. Oh, do we need to be on something different? On precision farming, maybe? Tram lines. Okay. So, tram lines. Set the distance between the tram lines that are automatically created during seeding. Set this width. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. So you as you're so it's working with the GPS and it's going to put your tram lines in, but you're going to have to make sure Shirley, whoever she is, Shirley, it can only work in a particular direction, or it can only work with GPS. I don't know. Like I say, I've stayed completely away from farm sim content. I'm sure everyone else has been trying this for ages. Okay, so I just read that as the seeder just avoids seeding the track the sprayer would take rather than spraying just running over and killing the patch and stays dead. Best not change sprayers after seeding then. Or I think you could just probably go in there, reset it, and it might change it. I don't know. But we've got a spreader. What's the width? Oh, I can't even remember how you get to your shop. Where do we get to our brought items? Where was it? It's been so long. It's down here somewhere. Vehicles. It is the Amazon. So it's 42 meters. Is the spread on that for fertilizer? And we don't have a sprayer. So if I go here, right, if I go here, click on that, tram lines, How far does it go? 42 meters. Okay. So I click OK. I don't think it's put any tram lines in, has it? No. We'll have to wait and we'll have to see if I do enough streams that we get through some sort of part of the season. And, yeah, how that works. Because every field, if we go back to it, no, it's not there. Every field is set, but they all look to be set the same. And then they've got, like, very varying trams. Just trust in the process, I guess. I guess perhaps I'm just being too stupid. Perhaps I've been away from the game too long, but it's just not sticking in my head as to how that actually works. We'll see. We shall see. Because if you go in... Right, so if the tram lines are working to the longest length of your field, but you start going left and right, like to the shortest, instead of up and down... So it's just an imprint on the field, isn't it? It's not you that's doing it. Rob has a spreader and spray. He uses his spreader prior to spreader prior to seeding, and then spray after seeding for anything else that requires. Maybe that's what they're expecting you to do with precision. Well, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? You spray on the crop because you're spreading to get in the solid is turned into the soil. If you just sprinkle it on the top, it really doesn't do much, does it? I feel like we've got quite a delay if you're seeing what I'm seeing up on that top right. So I do apologise for that. We're running at normal latency. But anywho, let's go out and have a look. Let's see if the wheel works, shall we? See if we can find our way out of the farm. So I shall, if I can. That's not the right button. That's not the right button. It's a good job I'm not making recorded content because I wouldn't get anywhere. Right. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. It's that simple. My map. So that's the map. Oh yeah, I didn't really look at the map, did I? I was going to treat this like a little bit of a Ujimi flob. So we're in the middle. We have sheep pastures over here. We have a horse pasture down there. That's going to need a logo. What is that? We'll find out what that is when we get there. We've got the shop is up here. That needs a logo. Ooh. MS, you're going to have to get some logos in. We've got the grain. Dairy. Exports. Animal dealer. Yeah, they're going to need to have some logos put in. I think we've got another cow barn down there. So I think we've got 1, 2, 3 farms. Is this 4x or this is standard size? This is the 2x2. Is what that is. So yeah, we'll head out. We'll go. How do we even get in and out? Because I haven't really driven about the map. Obviously, that's the main roads. We must be able to get out down here somewhere to get to a road. Unless we do just go that way. Let's have a look. See where we end up. Oh yes, we've got. Nice. Looks like a good small to medium equipment map. Then nice varying field shape. Yeah, it does look pretty. I think it looks well. It's based on a real area, isn't it? So It looks realistic. Let's get rid of that again. I think I got a massive dead zone. A massive dead zone on my wheel. Can we change that in settings yet? Is that changeable? Controls. Ooh. Dead zone. There we go. I think that was an update a while back, wasn't it? So I think this must be the actual route in and out of the farm. There was a road that went off that way, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll try and have us panned out a little bit so we can see as we go. So yeah, you can see like the trams are in. I think that looks pretty cool. It's not a bad touch. We'll head out this way. See what we can see. Well, folks, Matt here, gotta give him a golf in. Well, I appreciate you coming by, Lynn. It's lovely to see you, mate. It's been a while since I've heard from you, so I'm glad you're well. And enjoy your round. Have some fun, mate. So, is this... That's not enterable, so this is someone else's farm. I was going to say, is this... Can we get in here and use this? Doesn't look like we can. All overgrown. I wonder if you buy up the plot. If anything works. There's no lock and link on that, so probably not. That is a decoration one. 14% dead zone, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, just a bit. It's like this, I'm all the way round. Appreciate you, Lynn, my man. You have a good one. So we've got another track that's leading down there, and thus to our. I'll leave the car up here. Oh, through the hedge. So down this way, I think this is my pasture. I'll say down here, at least my pasture. This is my pasture on the left. So I could bring my cows out here and let them graze, which is good. I will say the game feels like it's performing better than it was the last time I was on. I don't know what our FPS is. Oh, look at that! It's locked at 60. Oh, it's gonna dip a little bit. I'll take that. It's better than running at like 35. And I do have all the renders set at like 300 or 350 instead of like 100 and 200. So we've got the whole map rendered in as well to try and get rid of the Circle of Doom. So yeah, not bad. But yeah, nice big pasture. How many can we fit in here then? If we were to have our cows out and graze, 150. I like that. So that's our farm over there. I've literally gone the long way round. So you bring your cows out, put them over here, boom. Nice. And pasture 4, that comes with the farm. It's only number 5 is the one that I brought, field 5. Oh, I like that. Is that a water tower? Or some sort of tower? Car's not the right way round, is it? So we had the Derary. yeah, Rusty, I was saying I might try and get 2 streams in today after the Formula One, after dinner this evening. I might come back sort of quite late, get the because I want to sort my hair out, sort the boys' hair out, and yeah, I might do I want to do an ATS stream because I need to get my deliveries in on ATS. So this was on the map. Let's check again. This was exports and dairy here. So this is our exports. It's a wrong car. It is. It's all wrong. So there's the dairy. That's just a gas. I don't know, some sort of silo. Maybe it's gas. Sounds good. I've been watching Q2 this morning. Bloody shambles out, mate. That was. There's what's that? Qualifying is like 45 minutes long. I think that was like a 2-hour qualifying session. That was mad. Those crashes were big as well. Like those. Oh. I mean, Yuki's was rough. That Halo is just amazing. I think we'd have lost a couple of drivers in the last few years if it wasn't for the Halo. More than a couple. But the Bortoletto as well. That was a bit mad. I do feel for Bortoletto, but he's not helping himself. Now again, I don't know if these work if we buy the land. We've got some pennies we could see, can't we? We have to. So I don't know if it comes with it. If we go to farmland. So this bit in between, which is where that shed is, you can't buy. So I don't think that would be a working shed, would it? I don't think. Let's buy it anyway. Let's have a look. Buy, yes. Just to see if the shed works. That's all I want to see. It doesn't. That's a shame. It's a lovely looking shed. Stick a door on that. Can we? I mean, because I have the whole. No, that's not where I want to be. Is that where I want to be? I don't know. I've forgotten so much about this game. Right. Instruction. Is that what I want? Yeah. Can we sell that? No. Oh, B. We might be able to. No. Okay. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, there's been a few more than center incidents without Halo, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Yuki was nearly another Guan Yu Zhou moment as he flew up at the crash barrier. I mean, that's the game putting them in there. They're pretty good. I mean, they don't. Unfortunately, they don't because it doesn't know probably where gate entrances are. It doesn't quite run to the gates. You still have to come in and chomp for a bit, but that's pretty cool. It looks good. Is there not a sell everything mod? I have all this, but other than the hide stuff, I don't have that one. But yeah, that's just not. I just don't think it's marked as a sellable item. I'll message MS later on if I remember. Tell you what I should do, or what I should have done. bear with me, is of this. Pop that in his Discord. Why not? Have them apples, people. Have them apples. Right. There we go. Sorry about that. So then up here we've got the workshop, dealership. Little John Deere number. Looks like a nice big forecourt as well. Repair trigger. I don't think there's collectibles here at all. Haven't seen any yet anyway. So if we were to buy ourselves a new tractor, get ourselves a little something for on the farm, a little shunting job. Buy it. Honestly, I've forgotten everything about this game. I feel like I'm playing a brand new game. It's mad. I'm confused. Have you got a spray already that the game has used as a base for the tram lines? No, I haven't. It's just come in as a generic width. If not, how does it know the width of the correct location? I don't know. I do not know, mate. So I'm guessing they're going to start here. I'm assuming they layer back. So if you have a lot, or if they're big, yeah. Tractor ready to take back to the farm. Yeah, I really don't know with the tram lines, mate. And I refuse to watch someone else do a video on tram lines. I will, if I'm gonna stick with it, I'll learn myself, won't I? It's that simple. So up here is what we got first of all. Merchants, so it's probably a bit of a sell-all. Grain, and then in the middle we've got the BGA. So we've got a merchant there, the BGA. Guess you could store some of your BGA equipment in there as well. Rusty, have the faith. This is a quality product. It'll be alright. Exactly. It'll be fine. It might... yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. So we've got a tip in there. Back up. That's quite cool. I like that. Custom and everything. Nice. I've noticed we've not got people and we've not got cars. I'm sure they're turned on though. What's this out the back here? This little derelict old building. Access to the fields, and that goes, by the looks of it, that will stretch right across. Does look nice. So it's got a nice, it has a natural feel to it as you're walking through it, obviously being a real place. Oh, birdies. And they're not streaking, they're not tearing. I think they might have actually fixed the game. 1.9, that's where it's at. 1.9. The game seems to be all right. I'm sure we'll come across something in a minute, and I will lose my shizzle. But for now, But in other news, an actual quality game is only 2 days away. Yes, it is. Oh. Simi Dad's going to stream that in the evening. If you, what time are you going to aim for a stream, mate? Yeah, you might finally be able to play. Yeah, is this could be it. This could be where the game should have launched at 1.9. And the wheel, I'm going to talk it up, I know, but the wheel has kept its resistance as well. It's not bugged out because I've got out of the vehicle. Normally you get out of a vehicle and my wheel goes loosey-goosey straight away. Oh, look at that. Visual performance seems a lot better. We're not getting massive frame drops as I go across the map at speed. It's rendered in. I can even see tram lines and fields off in the distance. So I've got it cranked up at like 350. So it's more than base game has it set, but it's still performing. Roadcraft, indeed. Can't wait. I'm hoping for around 7:38, dependent on installing kids going to bedtime. Yeah, if you're interested in any roadcraft on launch day, check out See Me Dad there, wherever the chat is. And yeah, he'll be streaming it live in the evening. Show him some support, show him some love. I'm going to be doing recorded content on it. I'll probably be recording when you're live, but I'll jump on your live afterwards, or I'll watch it the next day in the morning afterwards and leave feedback in the comments as I do. I'll put it on the big telly downstairs once I drop the boy off at school. So yeah, that's on the 20th for anyone that is interested, because we loves it. It's not even out yet and we love it. I've got the afternoon off work because one of the kids' sports day, so I'll be around to hit download as soon as it's available on Steam. Yeah, I'll have it downloaded, but I won't be able to even get on it to start recording anything until about 8 o'clock if I'm lucky. Just ignore the kids and start streaming at 4, mate. Just ignore the kids. Start streaming at 4. I can get there for 4. I can get on that stream. So this one is obviously another farm. So yes, this farm. How much does that one cost? 180. Has this all changed? I don't know. Yeah, so that comes with 2 sheep pastures by the looks of it. Let's have a little look. So as you come in, this over here somewhere. Oh, we drove past it. Sheep pasture over here. Barbed wire fence. I guess we won't see the triggers unless we bought it all. And then the other one. It's the other side. This little farm. I like this little farm though. I'm not sure if we can open anything. Oh, it does open. So yeah, we haven't got to buy stuff to open it up. The shed. So it's got all this meadow to cut to feed your sheep as well. Rumour has it it'll be available for preloading the day before. Oh, really? In the Discord the other day, in the backlash of the release times, they said they weren't making it available for preload. Yeah, it depends on where you look. I've seen both versions mentioned, I guess. We'll find out in 24 hours. The only game I ever preloaded was Starfield, and then it still took all bloody night to validate the files after I pre-installed it. So obviously it has to check that you've got everything before it can launch. And it took all bloody night because the game was quite big. So I still didn't get on it when it came out. I think I'd have been better off waiting and installing it as it came down, because then everything was validated anyway. So this... Where's this other one? Over here. Is this a big old manure heap? No, this is silage. Sheeps. There we are. Sheeps. Little lambing shed. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Ain't that cute? It's nice. I like that. Then out here in the pasture. So we've got the pasture. You got the lambing shed. But you got 2 pastures and a lambing shed. This isn't ours, but it's letting us do stuff. That's cool. I like it. Again, the farm feels quite natural to walk around. I just look a little bit lost and confused because I'm trying to do the whole farm thing. Not surprised. Generally costs the developer money to make games available for preload, and does it? I didn't know there was like an added cost to that. Excuse me. Yeah, it could be cool when it comes. It's going to take up a fair bit of my evenings. I'll probably have to go back to never sleeping again and just doing content all night. True enough, I think day one will probably be mayhem anyway, one way or another exactly. They always are. I think in having the demo as well, and the extended time with the demo for a lot of people, the people have managed to play bits and get a feel for it and sort of get to know what the game is. And even if you're on, someone on console, the opportunity has been there to see people actually playing actual gameplay, and not just relying on like 30-40 second snippets on YouTube from from Saber. So I think it should do well. People have had a good chance to see the game, see what it is, and decide by now whether they want it. I think. Bring back more game demos. That was awesome. That was an awesome demo as well. I enjoyed it. There are bugs from day one. There's always little launch bugs. I think certain bugs people aren't necessarily too. It's performance that pisses people off more than anything, I think, because you can check the performance of your game before it launches. Certain things you might not be able to get or do, but if your game performs well. And it's not like they're well, I suppose they are. They are and they aren't they? They're sort of not necessarily breaking the mold with it, but they are breaking the tradition of their usual sort of games. But it's been a constant... Oh, that house looks pretty cool. It's been a constant evolution with them, isn't it? That is a nice house, MS. Look at that. It's a nice little property. I might pretend I live there. So then that's gated up into all those little fields, I guess. In the 80s and the 90s, you get into them from up there. If they get the performance right, that'll be a very popular game. Yeah, I say just got to get the performance right on it. I know some people had one or two issues the uh, with the demo. I didn't come across any issues. I didn't overly play it. I didn't go out of my way trying to break anything with it. I know there's always people that get new games, and the first thing they want to do is see how they can break it, and then complain that something's broke. I mean, narcissists, those people. So what was that in the middle that I didn't get to, and how do I get to it? How do I get it? Oh, looks like we maybe get in from there. I'm going to go right. We'll go check out the animal dealer, and then we'll go see if we can get to those things at around 60. Right, my mate, I've got to jump off now. Doris Pike to go to. Hopefully catch you later if you get the evening stream going. Have a good day, everyone. I appreciate you coming by, man. Enjoy time with the family, doing your thing. We've got a house full coming over later on. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be up and getting our American trucks on the road. I need to get out into Missouri. I wonder if it's going to be tornado stricken. What was that? I did read it last night. 25 people dead in Kentucky and Missouri from tornadoes. Insane. But yeah, hopefully, man. I appreciate you coming by. Like I say, if people want to catch some Roadcraft Day 1 live stream, Mr. Simmy Dad will have it. Also, he's got some snow runner on the go, and he is the king of trucking. ATS, ETS. Go check it out. If you're looking to break the game, chances are you find a way to break it. Exactly. Exactly. So this is the animal dealer. Is this the animal dealer? It is the animal dealer. I like that. That's like it's a whole mini farm that you can come to and buy your animals from. Nicely done, sir. You just need some logos on these things. Is this a working clamp? It's a working clamp as well. What the freaky McD? Can you buy the animal dealer farm? My farm is part of my farm. What happens if I... Yeah, so there. I can sell that. Can't sell the animal dealer. Okay. This is a pretty cool farm. Now, if I remember rightly, because it was a good few months ago now, MS Modern sent me like a modular farm, a farm that you could just plonk down and it had everything you needed in it. I think this was it. I think this was the modular farm he sent me. I'm pretty certain of it now looking at it. I don't think it had the gates at the time. It was just the sheds. And that's what this is. So he was doing a modular farm, like as a placeable item. And he's built it into the map. And using it. I like it. It's cool. Wonder if I still have it. Excuse me while I just hide you all away. Open up that mod folder. MS mod in UK Carmine Sheep Barn. Yeah, modular farm. I do have it. Might add that in and build another one. Right, where have you all gone? Let's put you back. Just so I can see what's going on. There we are. Yeah, that's definitely it. I wonder if it'll still release it. That'd be cool. Looked familiar. And then again, we've got access to the fields off the top here. Loads of little fields out that way. Really nice. Please, we don't get many tornadoes in the UK. We don't, as a rule, very rarely. Or little mini ones, aren't they? Little mini things that barely come out of the cloud. But yeah, there was obviously quite some big ones out that way. So let's see if I can find my way into it. And then obviously we've got another cattle farm, dairy farm or summit down there. Forgotten how to do map tours and stuff. I've certainly forgotten how to do one live. I'll have to go and watch Bruce again for a bit. Oh, Bruce is gaming. Does live map tours. Nice chap as well. Nice friendly community there. So we go this way. Oh, haha! Tricked me, did it? It tricked me. Ooh, what is this? What we got here? Horses! Oh my god. Call me John Dutton. Yeah, boy. I ain't got the energy for you today. Yeah, some brave horses. That's a pretty cool feature. That's nuts. I like it. Well, you know, Dutton Ranch, UK edition. I'll call it Brownstone. Well, that sounds like some Black Ops CIA type thing, doesn't it? Mercenaries working for Brownstone. And this is just all... What was that bit? There was a... There's a purple dot there, so there's something going on. Ah, so you can just sell some hay and straw and whatnot down there. So you can buy it, but you can also sell here as well. Again, another nice house. MS Modern spends a lot of time on his farmhouses. He's always got lots on the go with his buildings. Yeah, you run a little ranch down here. I've got a few ranch mods as well. I'm not sure if I've got them turned on for this save. Let's have a look. See if I can remember how to get there again. Construction, weren't it? I'm pretty sure there was a... Let me see if that's... Is it Control P? Sort of. Brings you there. You've not watched it yet. Oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. It really is. And I really liked 1883. 1823 is good. But yeah, 1883, awesome. Jamie Dutton. But yeah, the actual Yellowstone was pretty cool. More than pretty cool. It is awesome. Right, so what we got? So that's the horse pasture for here. But there you go. Dutton Ranch. I'd have that. Cannot place fence here. Why not? Perhaps I haven't got my place what you want where you want thing. Yeah, cool. I like it. I likes it. Got this one as well. So this one says you can't place fence here as well. Actually, I think I've got to place anything anywhere, so they might even be cancelling each other out. Nice. A little bit more storage down here. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely map. MS Modern, you have done a cracking job, mate. Just need to sort the images out for the locations, really. Oh, we've got a little training area up here, look. If I'd have looked the other way when I come out of the car, I don't know. So I was just listening to the change in as I walked in the gravelly sand. Sounded a little bit wet. It's cool. I think I got halfway through like 3 sentences then and didn't finish any of them. But Jen, if you get the chance, definitely check it out. If you go through the Paramount route, the other Sheridan shows are brilliant as well. Lin Yuen pointed me in the right direction for them. And Lioness was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Landman as well. My only issue with the Sheridan verse is that he has so many shows on the go. And with these sort of smaller shows anyway that we see on streaming services, it takes them like 3-4 years to bring a second season out. And because he has so many on the go, it's sometimes like 5 years apart. It's just too long. Everyone gets too old in between. A bit like with... That's another nice little thing down here. A bit like with Stranger Things. Like, are they doing another series of Stranger Things? Like, those kids must be nearly 30 by now. Like, that's nuts. That's just a little storage shed, so that'll work. So it's not got a door on it. That other first shed that I was playing around with, if that didn't have a door on and that had access to it, that'd be cool. I will definitely check them out. I can't recommend them enough. I was thinking about rewatching them the other day, starting over. Because if not, I'll just watch another police drama and then Rusty gets angry at me. Tells me off. Oh, what was that? Sounded like there was a boat. So we've got another farm down here. This looks cool as well. So this is another dairy, I believe it was. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's removable if you buy stuff. Did I sell land that I didn't want after I bought it? After I bought it, did I sell that? So I don't need it. That do seem a bit delayed there, doesn't it? Which is that? I'll buy that one. Rarely watch TV or any TV streaming services. I sort of have to go out of the way to make time to watch it. I mean, I'm quite fortunate. I don't work. I don't work because I've got small children. I'm the stay-at-home parent in our house. So I'm at home. So during the day, I'll watch things. Sometimes when the little man's sort of chilled, if he'll let me. But if not, if I want to watch something, it's usually 9-10 o'clock at night. Everyone else in the house has gone to bed, and I'll sit up till about 1 in the morning, and I'll binge what I want to watch. That's how I would watch telly, so I don't get interrupted. Yeah. It's cool. Cool. Got a lovely house again. Look at that. should put his houses, because other people do, he should put all his houses in a placeables pack. I feel like there should be a door there, but it's nice. Obviously here with a little porch. It's a nice little house. And this will be a clamp again. I'll put the thing on. Yep, so it's got compacting, it's got a fill level. I'll leave that up for a little bit just so we can check if there's anything else. So we have here cows, 150. So have these got a big bit of land? They must have. Fences going down there. That's a fair sized bit of grass for them. Plus they got the big shed. So we've got slurry. Here like so. I like it. So if I just jump over that. There we go. This is the nearest I generally get to TV. When I get the time, I generally pick up a book and boot the PC up for a bit of gaming. That's fair enough. That is more than fair enough. Yeah, tube is on a lot. Well, so I've got small kids, so it's like friggin' CBeebies and crap on, but yeah, quite often it's just a bit of tube or something running in the background. Things because I have a lot of interests. That's my daughter likes to point out now, just because of my ADHD. But yeah, I have a lot of interests, a lot of little things I've enjoyed in, and I do them in bursts. So and that's why I binge watch. I'll binge watch and I'll happily do boom, and I've really enjoyed that. Right, what's next? Let's move on. Let's do that. That's fine. And over here we've got the small calf barn that we had on Riverbed Springs as well. This is now built into the map. Awesome. Love this. Love this. It's kept the capacity down on it as well. Good man. Good man. If you put too many in there, they don't move. Obviously, because it's just such a compact little area. Love this little thing. Brilliant. So we've got the slurry on the back of that as well. Nice. And it came with this... Would this one come with this big field out back here? Where am I? Yep. What is in here? Sugar beet. We don't want this one anyway. This isn't ours. I think that's everything on the map. And I think it looks pretty cool. A nice realistic setting. It feels nice and natural. It's not flat. Look at the little hills everywhere as we've driven around. Especially now that we're on our feet walking around. Just going to avoid the the gates. Let's get in the car. I'll sell that again because I don't want that. I think that was pretty cool. We can't buy the periphery. So it is just farmland you can get. So you can't buy up these woods at the minute. All those woods. I don't think there's any woodland that you can buy. You just buy fields. Whether that causes issues, like I said, I've not played in a while. So not having access to peripheries is going to limit on... Well, it wouldn't, because you get the mods that allow you to do anything, doesn't it? But yeah. So expanding and pulling fields in together maybe can't be a thing. We've got a little bit of woodland on there we might be able to get to. But yeah. Nice. And as I've said before, on like 22 as well as on here, like not all maps need to be pulled to bits. Not all maps need to be able to, oh, look at this map, that's great, and then they complain because they can't demolish everything and build something else. I know you like to make it your own and do, but not every map is meant to be done that way. Different maps for different things. Like I said, I'm not sure what we can sell once we've got something of our own. We'll have a look. driving some boosh. Yeah, I feel that the game is performing the best it's ever performed. So, and there's, what have I got installed on here? Like 650 mods as well, and a lot of them are sort of quality of life mods and sort of script mods as well. So we've got a lot of things being changed, and it seems to be performing all right. I know as soon as I cut grass, it's going to do that horrible texturing thing, but we will see. We will see. I'm not sure if I do get back in. I'm not sure whether we'll go back to Moss Valley. I think I've been away from that for too long now. I would like to have actually saved the farm. Plus, I need to update it all and move it all over to a new save. We do go up and have a look at that. That's nice. Move it all to a new save for the updated map, and that's just a lot of faffing about changing over. And that takes time that I haven't necessarily got. This is cool. Can you buy this? No. Oh. Come on, MS. Make the periphery purchasable. That's what we need. We need purchasable periphery, my friend. Because this is another house that I would like to buy and live at. I'd like to buy all the houses. Or just so you can come out and do, you know, the old RP, contract, cutting the grass, stuff like that. There's a big old bit of grass on there. You put a little sheep pasture down in there or something. It's nice. Has access to this field as well. So, it would be good. Red beet. I was saying, what's this? Red beet. Nice. It's been a fun little look around. Should we go to the farm and actually maybe do some work? Do some farm work now I've had a look. If anyone watching is playing FS25 at the moment, not literally this second, but you might be. If you're playing at the minute, what maps are you on? Where are you farming at the minute? Where you at? I want to see where this went at the end, didn't I? Didn't I? I need to get better at speaking. Let's see where this goes. So that, by the looks of it, will take us... Should we go have a look? Rather than guessing, should we just go have a look? We're on 0.5 speed anyway. And the fields I've got are small, so that just takes us in... Oh, look! The trams are in the right place on that one. Huh. So they are coming in from that pathway. Unless it's registering it because it has the dirt track. I don't know. Honestly, don't know how this trams things work properly. Would you have, this is the track I was thinking of earlier. Like, where does this go? How far does this go? All the way down? Simulate YouTube map looks nice. It does. I think he's done a cracking job. Look at that. That's a nice view here. Look, you can see right across it. The hills, even the hills within the fields. Over there. It's pretty sweet. Mrs. picked me up from Newmarket a couple of weeks ago, and on the way home I got her to stop at the JD dealership so I can look at the ride-on mowers. I kid you not, the ride-ons start at just under 4k, all the way up to 8k, even with kids' ride-ons toys. Kids are 100 to 600. They are expensive. Mars got a ride in because they'll manage to have a ride-in mower because they've got a really big garden. I think my brother's looking forward to having to go on that. I've told her if not, I'll go round and do it for her. I think at first, when he first got the ride on, she was a bit wary of it. But I think she's even said she'll do it herself now. When she's up and feeling healthy and able to get home, she said she'll get on it. She goes, it's just got to be like. Said it can't be no different from riding a bumper car, can it? So we'll find out. We'll find out, Bob. Is it any different from riding a bumper car? Stop and go. She goes, just putting petrol and sorting the oil out she'll need help with. So we'll see. Have you ever played Ranch Simulator? That's what it is. I have played Ranch Simulator. I used to have a lot of content on this channel. I deleted it all before New Year. We had a series on Ranch Simulator. I had a lot of fun with that. I know it's been updated a lot since then. I was fortunate enough. I had an early access promotion copy, so I didn't have to pay for it, which was nice. But yeah, that's a fun game. I like the sort of more a little bit tongue-in-cheek, quirky job simulators and life simulators, and that falls in that vein. I think Ranch Simulator. I like that. I know they've added a new map, I think, haven't they? Quite recently. Vahan ready. Hello. How are you doing, sir? I'm not too bad, thank you. How about yourself? Hope you're well. Thanks for coming to join us. So we need to find out what actually needs to do. Obviously, we got that. See if I can remember. Can I remember how to do farming? Growth states. Right, so that needs harvesting, that needs harvesting. That is ploughed, and that one's been cultivated. Okay. So that, I think that was canola, and that's like wheat. Let's go get ourselves. Let's get rid of that. That's over here, isn't it? I keep forgetting where everything is. I always thought there was something on 0, but there's not. I thought that was where, like, not power tools, because power tools is on F12. But I thought there was a new one that was on there. But anyway, I digress. Just keeping an eye on the time at top right as well. I'll show if you guys can see that. Yeah, they've done new DLC for it. Not tried that yet. I like that they added controller support to the game. Yeah, it's good to have both, isn't it? To be fair, this day and age. It's on console, isn't it? Is it not on console? It was on console. Or perhaps the controller support came in when it released to console? I'm sure Ranch Simulator is. Don't know. I might be wrong. I know I played it keyboard and mouse. I haven't the slightest as to what the controls were on the side panel. That's so we might not be using that much today, because I have not the foggiest. My memory is gone after just like a few hours, let alone coming back to a game months later. Where did I program them myself? I haven't a clue. Not yet on console. Not yet. With the teeth. Not yet on console that I've seen. Have heard it's coming to arcade. Makes sense. Where would I have had it? There we go, on the wheel. How many years are you playing this game? I've been playing Farm Sim since FS13. I stopped playing FS25 in January because it was crap. Awful, awful. But 1.9 seems to be where they should have released it, because it looks to be much better, performance-wise. Anyway, there we go. Just as I say that, the wheel's gone. Now, I did notice, and I'm not quite sure what mod I've got installed that does this, because I don't think moisture is part of precision farming. what is my moisture all about? And it's just constantly going down. So yeah, I don't know what that moisture thing is or what mod I've got that set as. But yeah, I've been playing Farm Sim for a while. Let's see if I can get that wheel back. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, updates and new version changed a lot. It seems a lot better. Like I say, it was back in January. I'd had enough. I'd had enough of the game just being bad. Hey, look at that, love. Remembered stuff. That looks right, doesn't it? Now I take it that's precision farming up on top left as well, or that might be the mod that's telling me about my moisture. Keep pressing the wrong button. Let's see what we got. We got a lot. Suddenly got a lot going on here on the controls. Yeah, this bit here. I guess that's me yield and what have you. Yeah, I'm not quite sure because I've not turned the auto engine thing off and on. Yeah, because if we want moisture to be at 12-15%, like this is dried out, this is ready to harvest. It's at 4%. It's not going to get any moister. Anything just keeps saying moist. So yeah, but as it's dropping, I mean, when I first booted this up, current yield was at 135%. In 2.5 hours game time of wandering around, or 3.5 hours of game time wandering around, it's dropped down to 122%. Right, bloke, got a run appointment coming up shortly. If you're still on about an hour, I'll pop back again. Have a good one. Bye all. Have a good day. Yeah, appreciate you coming by, Rusty, as always, mate. I'll probably be done in about an hour, so I can get myself ready for motor racing. But I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'll try and hopefully to get ATS up and running later on as well. Shall we? If I can remember where it is. I think it's that one. There we go. Look at that. Remembering stuff. I'll be surprised if I could ever remember what the shortcut I put in for the GPS was, but we don't need it for this little field. But yeah, the moisture thing. I had a quick scroll through my mods and I couldn't see anything. I thought there was a mod called something like Enhanced Harvesting or Advanced Harvesting or something like that. What had the whole moisture thing in it. So I don't know. But I don't think that's because there's nothing about moisture in precision farming. I don't think that's to do with that. So I'll have to have a study of what's going on there, because that could really spoil what happens here. But this was just more of a first look at the map, show it off a little bit, and to see if I want to get back into the swing of doing some farming on a more regular basis. If I did, it would probably just be live streaming for a while, because I want to try and focus on Roadcraft when it comes out for recorded content, and keep pushing SnowRunner. So if we do Farm Sim, it will be live streams. and probably quite, you know, sporadic as to when the time is that I can do them. Weekends would be nice. I'd love to say like every Sunday morning we'll do a live stream, or every Saturday morning or something. But that's not always how it works. Sometimes my partner has to work weekends. Sometimes even if she hasn't got work weekends and the boys are just playing up too much, it's just not possible to do. Trying to do this and have like a young family is tough. Especially as I have my other channel as well, which, you know, it's just a little one. There's only 20 people subscribed to it at the minute, but it's action adventure games that I play over there. Currently playing through Atlas Fall Reign of Sands and Oblivion Remastered. I hadn't planned on doing the Oblivion Remastered, but I absolutely loved Oblivion when it first came out, way back when. That I thought, yeah, I want to do this as well. And just as I started doing that and started doing everything and getting a good flow, is when things at home sort of got a little bit more challenging time-wise. Which is somewhat unfortunate. I'll tell you what, I've still got my skills. Oh dear, still got my farming skills. So yeah, if you're interested in watching me play other stuff as well as simulation, then Mr. Farquhar Adventures is what it's called. There's a link to it on the on this channel's homepage. So finding time to record like 7 games now is impossible. Life comes first. It certainly does, and especially when it's this family. So it's my boy. You can't help it. As hard as it is, as frustrating as it is, you can't help it. No, and neither can my missus. They're both autistic, so it's just challenging. And then we have a 1-year-old that turns 2 on Tuesday, so I don't mind that Roadcraft isn't out first thing in the morning, because I'm not going to be able to play it until the kids are gone to bed anyway, because it's little man's birthday. Can't really just sneak off. You can, but frowned upon on birthdays. But that's why we've got in-laws coming around. I think some of them may even turned up. I'm sure I heard some doors go this weekend. My partner's, it's in-laws as well. Partner's family coming around, spend a bit of time with the boys. Hence why I'll be hiding up here, playing games and watching the F1. Emilia Romagna Grand Prix! Should be a good one. If quali was anything to go by, and free practice as well, like this afternoon should be a wicked race on a track that's really difficult to overtake on. Prolific for it. These guys have been going mad to try and set quick times. Go a little pan out, we can see a bit more of the map while we go. That just looks nice. Very pleasant map. And again, at the minute, I am pleasantly surprised with how well the game's performing. It then becomes the frustration for me of like, why wasn't it like this at launch? People would have been, you know, people would have been so much happier. 6 months to have the game acceptable is not acceptable. Come on, get you round. By the way, if you are watching this, we are Giant's partner, so if you want to support the channel, you can with partner code Mr. Farquhar if you buy anything from the Giant store. There are links down in the description. There's obviously there's the season pass. I think for standalones, there's at the Nexat pack. Not even looked at that. And then there's the what's that, Prairie pack? The next DLC that's coming out. And I think that, to me, that again, some are always critical. That feels a bit naughty. Like obviously, the game's come out and feels, because it's Giants, obviously it's heavily European, and they often get criticised about it being like heavily European, and the equipment and stuff isn't really there for the American maps, size-wise and brand-wise and stuff. And then they've done the Nexat DLC, which is for larger American-style stuff, but also the next DLC that you have to pay for is also American. So if you want to do American stuff, that's not the right one. You got to pay extra to get that American feel. Now, what I want to do, because it's going to turn off, I think, is in here settings into where's the there you go, auto engine. There it is. First 4 years with kids are the hardest. Well, I've done 20. Done 20 years, mate. I've gone full circle. At the end of the year, my eldest is having a child, so there'll be another one. It never ends. Alright, where should we put the trailer on? Put it on the John. There it is. I've never asked at any point. I hope the game volume's alright. Because as I've just jumped in this tractor, it's right loud in my headset. Then you'll be baby exactly. Just as I get our youngest off to school, there will be, or off to nursery, and then primary, there will be another one. So I am never going to have any time for myself ever again. Oh yeah, we'll not drip feed in like that. Come on. There we go. If we do it at that angle, it doesn't look so bad either. Excuse me. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, I'm sure. We're going to get about 8,000 litres off here, I reckon. Off that tiny little field. I don't really need wheat for anything, do I? I haven't got... Oh, piggies. Yeah, the piggies will take some wheat. Let's turn the engine off. Which button? Nope. Oh, crikey, don't do that. I know it's there, but I want it. It's not that one. I would definitely have had engine on, engine off somewhere. 24. Ah, okay, cool. So I know. Well, excuse me while I just fiddle through my controls. There you go. Okay. As it's been a long time, I don't know where any of my buttons are. I've done well to fumble through some things. Try or not, they're not mine, mate. Not anymore, they're not. That's why I've got back into collecting my books. Because at least I'll just be able to sit down and read, maybe. Let's do that instead. That's what live stream some reading. My reading is always good whenever we play games. I'll start a book review channel where I review nothing but James Patterson books because that's what I like. Really enjoying it as well. Like I used to read, literally before I had kids. Like, although I went back up until probably probably up until like the eldest was about 3 or 4. I used to read all the time. I used to have hundreds of books. Then I just sort of stopped. I think I just got too busy doing other things. Back when I used to work nights and work a lot of nights, obviously I used to read then. I had a lot of time to read on shift. Then through like different relationships and stuff, things get left behind, things get thrown away and burned because, you know, people are like that. So I think when we moved in here, I'd gone from having like probably 200 books to when me and Meg moved here, I think I came in with like 3 books. That's it. But she likes reading as well, so. Like people say, majority of TV is crap, and a lot of the stuff we watch, whether it's film or TV, is normally come from a book anyway, and the books are always better. So it's just been nice to get back into it again. I think in the last 18 days I've read 4 books now. Get a badge soon, I reckon. Hey Con, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've had a pleasant Sunday so far. We've had a run around, we've been around the map. Turn the TV back on. As I said earlier, if I watch television, it's really late at night anyway. I just squeeze that in the side like that's going in. Oh, that's from Realistic Weather. There we go. Thank you very much. Is there that much of a delay on it? Been here a while. Oh, okay. I was going to say, is there that much of a delay that you're replying to something I asked 30 minutes ago? Ambassador Eddie? Welcome in. Thank you very much. I've been watching the documentary about Fred and Rose West. Brutal. So I used to have sounds odd. I used to have a really good book about Fred and Rose West. It's a tough read. It is a tough read, you know. talk about Pulby, but yeah, those two, and Harold Shipman as well. I used to have a good read on Harold Shipman. Yeah, the Wests, absolute monsters, absolute monsters. So I think for now I'll just try and back this up. We'll put that in there. Is it that one? That is that one. There we go. Finding the button. Oh, I've got an itch, but it's underneath me strap on. When's the map coming out? It's with Giants. I think he sent it off at the start of the week, so probably about a month. But I think there's going to have to be returned to him. He'll have some things to do. Unfortunately, a lot of the places haven't got logos, and they'll need logos. Like that's got one, but some of the others unfortunately don't. And I think you have to have icons for things, even if he just gets it to put in the base game, because these are all custom. They've not all got logos, unfortunately. So I think it'll come back for that. But hopefully that won't take him too long. I'll send him a little message later on. So how do I get to... Because I brought that field without really thinking about how I get there. The canola field. Because I just bought it because it was close. Oh, got a bit of fence here as well, look. Just wants to turn them around. In up here. Because you know what it's like. Could release it and someone will say that that's game breaking. That's game breaking. I can't believe someone will release a map that's so game broken that it's got that little bit of fence there that no one's going to touch. But that is the way it is. How am I going to get my header in there? I might have to come in, loop around, pull it down the side, maybe? Let's get that header in there. If put this sideways for now. So we're going to want the tractor to pull it in. Oh, this could be a job for... Nope, there it was. A job for the new Massey, can't it? A little bit of shunting. Let's go! Oh, now we're getting the stutters. Now we're inside a vehicle. The sound, that sounds good. I feel like I'm like in a sealed pressure tank or something. Sounds pretty awesome. That's not my way, is it? I have to bring my map up again if I can remember where it is. Oh, we've got a few fields to go. Yeah, it's a shame that that door don't open. Just take it off so we can use the inside of the shed. A little bit of field storage. That would be nice. It's the entrance, so I want the next right. User indicator. Is it indicating? Yeah, it is. Just didn't hit it hard enough. Excuse me. Must be time for another sip of cold coffee. It feels even better going in cab. Just for the driving around and having a look at the map earlier, I thought it was probably best to be out of cab so we can see it. These games always feel better in cab. So where did I leave it? Right down the bottom? Somewhere? We're losing frame rates now. We've got a lot of stuff going on, I see. A lot of items about. Although perhaps it doesn't annoy people as much as it annoys me. Will that not attach? There we go. Let's use the Q. It's on here. Let's go this way, doesn't it? So, I've got to try and think now how I'm gonna. Looks in place. There we go. Come on. Come on, Bessie. Up the hill. Because my gate is in the way from where I want to be. So I'd like to just go in up the side. Sorry if you can hear screeching. That's my children playing in the garden. Apparently that's how you play. So I'm told. Right. I guess I'm going to have to drive in my crop. Watch me get this snagged up on the fence post. You arse! Right. Give it a little kick. Still gonna snag. How long have I been playing? About 5 minutes, that's all. I've never played the game before, don't mind me. Should have just drove in straight instead of trying to be a smart ass. shouldn't have brought this field. So I shouldn't have. Yeah, we're gonna super strength everything. There we go. Over you come. I've snagged it all properly now. Now I've bummed it up. There we go. Just like nothing had happened before. This is why it's easy to make pre-recorded content. You can look better. You could go in the menu, turn crop destruction off, come and get in there nicely, park it up, and then just come in with a harvester. That is awful. Never mind. Right. Gonna give it another little push up against the fence. See if we can get the harvester in here now. That is a tight fence. I want it to swing out. Or be the other way around if they're pushed on the gate on that side. Or have a gate in down the bottom. So I just drive in. Probably could have driven in through the bush, but I don't like doing that. I don't particularly like having to use super strength, but if not, I go mental. Sometimes you just got to give them a little poke. A little pokey poke, get it through. Like, oh my god. Is it even gonna fit? Oh. It's a good job that ghosted through. Not that one had gone in. Probably already lost 10% of our yield. Come on. Should have shut the gate. There we go. Shut the gate. Excuse I. Haha. Indeed. That's alright. It's only a game. It's not real. Actually, we want to just spread that for a bit. There we go. Now we just whip round. Excuse me. And we're off. We're off. It's all good. If you just forget about the last like 15 minutes, this has gone really well. We can start producing ourselves a little swath as well now. So is that top right, top left, sorry. Is that our yield here then, that we're hitting our potential? 68 of the potential, 68% of potential yield because of the bad moisture. Or is that the precision farming? I think that's the precision farming bit, isn't it? I keep pressing 1. I don't know if 1 does anything. we put the map on, yeah, that is the precision farming. That's the way I do when I put the map on. I'd have seen. I would have seen. Do you see what I see? Some Mr. Fuck, our stream is not some terrible. Oh, look at that! Look, I could have come in through there. Mother truckers. It's a fucking great open. Yeah, precision farmers down at the top left bit. Yeah, it's just, well, it's a different game, isn't it? But yeah, it's a little bit different from what it was before. That's, now I know. As if I fannied about up there, and there's this right here on the side of my farm. I could have just driven in and parked up on that bloody verge. No one frustrates me more than I frustrate myself, ever. Oh dear. Should have scouted out the land first. Should have done some wrecking. Well, I'll know for next time, won't I? I will know. But I can't lie, I'm having fun. I'm having fun back on Farm Simulator. Who would have thought, with all my ranting and raving and all my moaning, that I'd come back 4 months later and actually enjoy a few hours here. I needed to, because if not, it'd been a hell of a waste of 80 quid, wouldn't it? Things have got ships to break down as well, let's not forget. I think there's still 5, maybe 6 ship breakdowns on the schedule, so I'm not mad rushed for that. And start of this week, they only go out on Saturdays now because I needed to make space, obviously, for roadcraft and stuff. So that's 5 weeks. It's a month before I need another ship breakdown. But I will try and get back to that because I was enjoying that. That was good therapy for me. That was just smashing up the ship. A really cool, really simple game with just some really good mechanics, a good gameplay loop. It's been really fun. And I like that the larger ships just became like a puzzle to try and figure out as you go along. I think at release at the minute they're not massive, but they start to get big, and then going forwards they only like get bigger and more complex. Because I've only got one more base game ship to break down, and then it's on to the DLC ships, and some of them are freaking huge. Come on, get up this hill. Don't make me install the real speed mod. Blast up there at 50. My ban has finally lifted, so I can play action-adventure games without having to work. Your ban? What was your ban? What for Kingdom Come? Got a lot of action-adventure games. Have you had a chance to try was it Expedition 33? Yeah, but how did that get... You've still been streaming though, haven't you? Because of nudity. The amount of people that have streamed that game, that's nuts. That's digititties. It's not the same thing, is it? Ain't like your nipple slipped out. That would be different. Yeah, it's the game. It's the era of the game as well. It's sort of how things were. That was life. Oh dear. Yeah, but you've still been on. You've been able to stream. Would it just not let you? I don't know. Because if you streamed, you still could have had it. Weird. I'm gonna have to go and watch Code Carnage's full playthrough because I didn't watch any of it. I have to watch it and see what happened over on Twitch and on his YouTube, because obviously he streams on Twitch and on YouTube simultaneously. I don't know if he normally censors his games. Does that mean that no one streamed or recorded Cyberpunk with with a massive dong and titties swinging about? Did we all just play that character in private? So I think that was the hardest decision with Cyberpunk. With your MC, how big are their boobs, and how big is its penis at the same time? What a game. Nearly full. Now is this going to auto stop for me? It does. I couldn't remember if I had that installed or not. These birds are right noisy, aren't they? I feel like I'm in Avery at the zoo or something. Proper tweeting away they were. Right, where is Jonathan Deere? Over there. Oh dear. I probably could have done the click to jump thing. I'm sure I've got that installed. Excuse me. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream or have enjoyed the stream, don't forget to give it a little old thumbs up. I know that the bot has probably been asking people to do that, but I haven't asked myself. So yeah, if you are enjoying it, you give it a little thummy. It does honestly help. It helps afterwards. If people come across the content, it'll, you know, encourage YouTube to push it a little bit further to show a few more people. People will see that others enjoyed it and maybe give it a try. My message didn't go through. Yeah, if it was mine, I'd understand the ban. Yeah, exactly. So it just don't make no sense. Especially with the sort of stuff that's on, like, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and all that crap. Like, it's 99% women jumping up and down, jiggling their titties for money. It's literally all it is. I get so annoyed with it. I've never blocked so many channels. On Twitch, I wish I could just block any just chat. I wish it never show up. It's just pointless crap. Perhaps I should start making content where all I do is just sit at the screen so my boobs go, oh. It's like, that's not content, sweetheart. That's you being a whore. the thirst trap as it is. It's mental. As you know from I wear baggy tops. Then you know what you need to do. Just saying, you know what you need to do. Back when Megan used to stream and do videos, I tell you, you need to start doing it in a bikini. Do it in your underwear. That's like, make the money. And then you sell that used underwear for a lot of money. It's never been up for it. I don't know why. It sounds like a legitimate business to me. Put it on a bidding site and your fans can bid to wear the things you wore. As a man, you know that men would pay for that stuff. I don't, you know, some of these women are tapped into it. They know. They get the simps. But at least that takes some sort of business IQ. Just bouncing in a TikTok video is not content. No way. Yeah. She was never up for it. But just do it. Just do it. do your Sims live streams, Lisa. Do your Sims live stream. Just wear a bikini. If people can live stream hot tubs, or bathtubs I was going to call, might as well be hot tubs and all that absolute crap, and make a mint of it. And you'll scroll, obviously everyone gets different, so you won't get the videos that I get given on TikTok, but yeah, scroll on TikTok and then there'll be, oh, things you like, and then it'll just be like an absolute nothing video, about 3 million views on it, and it's 10 seconds of some woman just bouncing up and down because she got big jugs. It's like, what the? But there are some male influencers I've noticed that are able to do a similar sort of thing, as I did to get one come up on my Instagram reel of someone taking the mick out of it. Like there's this gym dude, obviously had shirt off, his baggy loose grey pants on, and he was doing like, I don't know, all these push-ups and whatnot, but the main focus of the camera was just on his junk hanging there. I was just like, that's nuts. But that is the male equivalent of the bouncing boobies. It's like, that's, yeah, that is it. And that qualifies as content, and that gets millions of views. Makes me cringe videos. It's awful. It's awful. But while people watch it over and over and over again, and yeah, it just gets pushed to more and more people, and eventually that's all there is. So what did on other? So got to work out this whole precision farming thing, obviously, because it's different now. Well, it's not different, but it's the same sort. So the pH was fine on them. Canola. I have to try and remember which crops obviously drain. I thought sunflowers. Was it sunflower and canola. I thought they put it back in, or was it sunflower and soybeans that put the nitrogen back in? I think it might have been. I'm not going to go off and do a load of testing videos and stuff like that, but I'm sure there are many YouTubers out there that have already got a video about which crops are best for nitrogen and which crops are best for this, that and the other. And I'm sure they're exactly the same as the ones they made for FS19 and FS22. Easy views if you've got time to make them like really early on though. Those sort of, let's say, tutorial videos. They're not really tutorials, but because people obviously, it's easier and quicker to go and watch someone who's already done it to know what to do rather than to do the investigating and find out. If you're playing, you know, you'd like to have the best yields, the best impact on your field and stuff straight away, rather than have to do a whole cycle to find out which one worked best. But that's why tutorial content does better than, say, like Let's Play and stuff like that. People want that quick bit of information. I just do not have, personally, I just don't have the time to do all the testing, and I certainly never have the time to jump on and do it straight away. Same with like crop yields and stuff like that, which is the best, which one earns the most money. There's obviously one or two that do a lot more, but on the whole, with a lot of the crops, I find it balances out. So if you've got a crop that maybe yields, say like the canola sells really well because the yield on it is so small because the actual crop that you get from it is tiny, but it's worth it. And as basically you don't get no straw with it. I've got straw because we've got extra straws on. And then you'll find something like a wheat and a barley doesn't pay out so much because the yield on it is higher, so you can get more off the fields. Plus you can do your straws. So if you sell your bales, you've made more money. So they sort of balance each other out. I know there's a little extra work to do with one or two of the others, but some people used to get all excited about potatoes and beets because oh, you get so many litres, you get so many trailers off the same field. You do, because it's a frickin' potato and not a bit of corn. It's bigger. It's gonna fill your trailer up. So you have what feels like more to sell. I've added on this side the I think it's like an extension to the seasonal sale prices, but it also goes for things that you buy go up and down depending on time of year. So if it's a time of year when something is maybe in demand, so if it's like a big planting season of sort of part of the year, seeds are more expensive to buy. I mean, that's literally how the world works. Oh, now is when you want it. Well, now is when it costs more. The only tutorials I've watched, the TMR, and I still can't do it. Just put in one silage bale, one hay bale. You've got TMR. Just do that. I'm pretty sure feed mixes are still editable as well, so find someone who's got the time to edit you a feed mix so you can just put whatever you want in it. But yeah. Don't even worry about the straw unless you're like short on hay or silage. Don't even bother putting straw in. Just chuck straw in if you want to sort of pad it out a little bit. Unless it's an actual TMR mix, like factory production thing, then that'll probably want straw and mineral feed as well. But a lot of the time you can get away with just chucking hay and silage in a mixer wagon and just get TMR. Because I used to try and balance it all out with all the ingredients. I get the TMR bags to save my sanity. They cost money though, don't they? They cost a lot. If I ever want a tutorial for anything, I go with Disturbed. Disturbed's my man for a tutorial. And I like it because he tends to do the more complex things with tutorials as well, not always the basic stuff. And especially when things like Maze Plus and Terra Life came along, like there was a lot to learn about that, and also because he was part of the team that tested it and helped to make it and do some script work for it, he knows how it works. So with that, rather than fumbling through, I think it's easier just to go watch Disturbed Simulation. He'll show you how to do stuff. Like with 22, that was Disturbed's videos where I went and I learned how to make like custom passages and how to extend stuff on pre-built in things, and because he understands the XML and adjusts the stuff, pulling it about. And he does other good content as well. He does do the Let's Plays and what have you, but his tutorials for me are some of the best. Just because he goes, like I say, he goes in depth, he's detailed with it. Always well explained. Quite often I'll have like a visual prompt. You'll have to go into a little bit of spreadsheet or PowerPoint. Really explain it to you. I am all up for a bit of that. Oh, what's the time? Oh, it's time to empty the harvester. That's what the time is. Back in the aviary. Where is our... There we go. Oh no, it's not the right one. It's not the right one. Turn the engine off, you waste your petrol. Where is it? Oh, can't see it from here, can I? Can I? Oh, just about. Thank you. Love that. Excuse I. I picked myself up a cheap tablet as well recently. Never seemed like a weird thing for someone that always on computer stuff. Never really used one before. Tablet. I was gonna look into setting up like Sim Dash and stuff like that. Probably didn't see it. Not sure if the camera picks it up. It's just over there. So I might do that. Because I think it works for you get it for ATS as well, so it's sitting right in front of you. Because I often have trouble reading excuse me, reading my dash when I'm trucking, because it's always so bloody small. As I thought, if I get a sim dash, I could have it just sat right in front, and I'd be able to see it. So if I ever get that figured out, the header is too big for this tractor. Not this tractor. The header's too big for this harvester. If I can't pull up and get to the pipe, then the header's too big. That's why I'm struggling to get up the hill with it. Yeah, it works for ETS and ATS as well as other games. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because even with the glasses, I still struggle to see a lot of things. And I use my... Oh, not sure if it will show. I use my phone as like a button switch. So I already have that sort of stuff going on. So that's how I change scenes on here with my phone. So take up a little bit more space and put a sim dash on. Something else, why not? But that was Simudad who set me up with a touch ball. That's what it's called. That's what I use for that thing. Pretty good. Easy to set up. Easier to set up with slobs than it is OBS, but still, it's not that difficult. And the free version allows you to do so many iterations of it. I use Steam Deck for my buttons for ETS. For my buttons, I use a side panel. But the sim dash would be nice as well, I think. Combine it all together, why not? I just really crashed the system. But yeah, I use my heavy machinery side panel for ETS and ATS. I have the controls set up the same, or it's close to the same as they are for Farm Sim, so I don't get too confused. So all my lights are on the same sort of thing. What I use for unloading on here is what I use for coupling and uncoupling on ETS. What I use for turning things on and off on here, like for tools, I use to cycle through the little panel on ETS. But yeah, looking to get a Hori wheel, though. Then it takes the need for button box. I've not had a Hori wheel. I've used Hori peripherals before, and I cannot recommend them at all. They're so cheap and so plastic. And I was saying this to someone like last year, I think, on Facebook in a chat. And they were saying how it was great, they had no trouble with it, and then listed off 3 or 4 things that broke on it in the first 3 months. And I was like, well, that's sort of the problem. But yeah, each to their own. I don't know anyone else that... I think VF used one for a little bit. I don't know if he still does. But yeah, I see when there's so many other better brands out there. I know that like FS and Giants have teamed up with Hori for the farming thing, but at the minute my little Logitech setup does what I want it to do. I'd love to be like some of the other guys in the Discord and on the truck and things and that, and they have the nice Moser setups and stuff. I think Simudan has a camera setup that has a lot of function and features as well. But at the minute I do not have the cash to splash on anything like that. Not even close. I've said for a long time the channel has to pay for itself. At the minute, the channel doesn't make any money, so no upgrades anytime soon. That's why I need Farm Sim to be a game that works and that I enjoy playing again, because if not, it's just a waste of money. I can't afford to be wasting that sort of cash. My mates haven't all got one, and the chuck and hoary wheel is great. Some people enjoy it. Some people have no problems. When they had other peripherals, I mean, I've had 2 controllers in the past for PC, for hoary, and they were bad. They were really, really bad. You know, it's the same with a lot of things. Other people have different experiences. But I also, personally, find that PlayStation controllers are awful. I find that they feel cheap, tacky, and like a child's thing. Whereas the old PS2 controllers, they were nice. But anything newer than that, I just think PS4, PS5 controllers are awful. They just feel awful. And obviously they're not cheap. It's not even a case of like value and stuff, is it? Like PS5 controller, not PS4 one. Exactly. Exactly. Everyone likes something different. Whereas I've always felt like the Xbox controller, it just always felt more comfortable, more sturdy in my hands. Yeah, PS2 controllers could survive anything. PS3, 4, and 5 were having to be replaced a few times. Yeah. Just going to try and straighten this up a little bit. Never had a controller. That's good. That's good. Back when I first got a PS4, I think in the first 6 months, 2 of them just died. One of them cracked, and I'm not someone like this rough with their controllers. I tell me the kid's 5. I tell him off for being rough with his controller because there's no need for it. I think one of them I did squeeze out of frustration once, and the actual case cracked. That weren't good. That was one of them. So perhaps I was a bit rough with that one. But I've squeezed my over the years, I've squeezed Xbox controllers out of frustration, and they've never broke in my hand. You know, that could be one defective one, like the shell case brittle. But not trying to start a tribal war or anything with the consoles. Been a fan of both brands, and the Nintendo. Obviously, who's not a fan of Nintendo? We've got a Switch in the house somewhere. It don't get played though. You hate Nintendo? Oh, you can't hate Nintendo. You can't. Mario, Zelda, Mario Kart. Oh, classics. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country, still one of the best games ever. Back when I was younger, I loved my Super Nintendo. Absolutely loved it. That was a tough decision that day when I went to the game store near where I lived, and I traded in my Sega Mega Drive and some cash, and got a Super Nintendo. That was peak. That was so peak. Even had what was that, like a Mario Paint thing on there, which was probably more complex than Windows Paint. Super Street Fighter 2. I managed to kick my ass on that. I've never been good at beat-em-ups. Never been good at beat-em-ups. Yeah, full again. Is it going to let me reverse? There we go. I'm trying to think what's on my Mrs. Ooh, Switch. I think it is a Zelda game and Animal Crossing. I think there's, I don't know, was there a Final Fantasy or something on it? I can't remember. I think so. I think those are the three. I only got 3 games on it. I have often said that it's the only platform I own, or that we own, that I don't have SnowRunner on. And SnowRunner is available on the Switch. So I might get SnowRunner for that. So I play SnowRunner in the car. If I was just driving, I can sit there and play SnowRunner. That'd be pretty cool. I will probably have to call time in a bit because I want to have some lunch and a fresh cup of coffee before the motor racing starts this afternoon. Get this delivered and put away. Have a little pan out of the map. I do like the shapes and the hills of these fields. And this is based on an area in Wales. I believe it's Welsh. I forget. So the hilly area, obviously quite natural to that area, or the hilly feel is natural to that area. I think it'll probably be a few weeks before Giants get around to testing it, and I think it's probably going to come back to him for those icons, those missing icons. But hopefully, if they test it and if he can do whatever they want doing for it, it should then go back much quicker, or get back to him much quicker, and test it and stuff. So. I know he's worked hard on the map, worked really hard on improving his models and things like that. I've subbed, only found you due to searching for farms. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Welcome aboard. I do appreciate that. I used to have a visible sub goal, but I'm not too fussed anymore. Not too fussed. Obviously, it's nice to have subs. I'm not too fussed about having a goal. There's not a lot of farm sim content, but you know, if the game is gonna form like this and handle like this, then yeah, well, I'll try and get back to doing some streams. Probably won't be recorded episodes. If I can find the time to try and convert everything over from the early access Moss Valley to the new release of Moss Valley, I might. But I know that there are some things that are broken on the release of Moss Valley, and VR Modern at the minute doesn't have time to do modding and map making. I don't think he's got any plans to do an update for it anytime soon. But I know people have been popping in the Discord to let him know that they've had issues with it, which is a shame. So whether Moss Valley comes back, I don't know, or whether I just keep running on the beta version. I could do that. I've not got a problem with it because I know where the problems are that I've got. Whereas if I get another version, then the released version that's got different issues, then it could be a different ball game. I was like, what happened there? You deleted your own message. I was like, why has an admin had their message deleted? Delete itself. But hopefully this evening I'll be back for ATS. Tomorrow night, I don't know if tomorrow night I'll try and do some more ATS to try and get all the contracts done, so I don't think I'll be able to get them all done in one stream. Or whether I try and spend a few hours getting some more SnowRunner done before Roadcraft drops. It's tough. 16 viewers, let's go. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. Legend, that is Mr. F. If you're enjoying the content. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Is the little one at the party, or have you like been and gone and come back? It's 16 concurrent views. That must make me famous. 'Everyone thinks they want lots of views, like when they're live and stuff like that. But I remember when me and Lancey did the American Falls map tour live. Obviously, because it was the first time anyone had seen anything of it. And I think at one point there was over 1,000 people in. And I tell you what, you crap your pants. When you look up to your right, you see 1,000 viewers concurrent. Like, what the freaky pants. Keep it under 20 and keep it casual and comfortable and everyone can have a chat. Like when I watch, because the only person I really watch on Twitch is Co, and it's like, you know, thousands and thousands of people there all watching at once, and the chat just like stream past. No one can read anything. I think that's mental. Well, that's insane. Yeah, I was putting out a lot of farm sim content. 6-month member, appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Yeah, I was doing a lot of farm sim. You know, FS25 was peak at the time. Remember doing the live first look on Bucklands at one point 120. I was nearly sick. Yeah, like, suddenly the anxiety kicked in. Oh dear. And like Lance was proper nervous, obviously, because Lance doesn't always get the best reception from the community for whatever reason. And I'd never done a live stream before, he'd never done a real YouTube video before. And I said, don't worry, mate, we'll do it. There'll only be like 20, 30 people, maybe, push 50. And yeah, within like 30 minutes, it's like 1,000 people. It's like, bollocks. It was good, but yeah. You sort of worry a bit. Oh, I do appreciate that. Gaming fan, that is awesome of you. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. With your channel membership, you do get early access to any pre-recorded content we put out. At the minute, I think it's all Shipbreaker, but as and when I do it, it will go there. So for normally, like for public release, everything goes on a schedule, set days. So if I have a schedule set up and I'm doing a game twice a week and I've recorded 15 of them, it'll still go out twice a week. But channel members will get all 15 as they're uploaded, as YouTubers process them, so you get early access. Same as like today's trucking video. I only recorded that yesterday, so I think channel members got early access to that as soon as it was finished last night. Whereas if I this afternoon, if I recorded a couple of ETS videos, I'd put them up, and then probably tomorrow morning they would be live for members, whereas they go on the schedule for Sunday mornings. But yeah, appreciate that. Welcome aboard. Like I say, the game's FS25 has performed so much better than it did during my recordings, and I did think, or I was concerned that whilst trying to live stream it as well as play it, it might get janky, but it hasn't. It's well behaved. So yeah, there's no catching up. You haven't got to catch up. You watch it as and when you want, and what have you. It's there. It's there if people want it. Not every game is for everyone, and it took me, as someone that tries to put out a variety of games, and especially a variety of games of a variety of channels, like, not everyone is going to watch everything, because not every game is for everyone, and that's fine. It's almost a full-time job catch-up. Well, it's an advantage for those that feel that way, that I've had like 2 weeks of no new content. You've all had a bit of a holiday. Thing is, I enjoy playing, and I enjoy making the content. I enjoy, you know, making the videos on just the recording part, the interacting part, and I've grown to enjoy the editing. Just when you think they're nearly there, along comes Mr. F to make you think again he'll drop another 10, 15 episodes or something. Yeah, that's how it works. What? I've had 2 days off. 2 days off, but Mrs. has had 2 days off, so I've had 2 days off. Wolfie, hey, hope you're well. I do appreciate you coming by. Unfortunately, it is right near the end. I think once we get to the top, we'll be calling it a day. But I do appreciate everyone that has come in, everyone that's come and had a little chat with us. There's always the possibility when you've not streamed for 6 months. I don't know when the last live stream was. Before Christmas, I think. So yeah, it's been a long time. Been a long time. So yeah, easily 6 months since I last live streamed. And it's Sunday, people are doing stuff and busy with things. You know, there's always that possibility that no one turns up. So yeah. Can people join? I doubt it, not unless you've got early access to this map. I don't play multiplayer. Oh yeah, the polite thing is, I'm afraid not. This is an exclusive first look yet to be released. That's what he should have said. But no, I don't do multiplayer. Not unless it's a dedicated server, and then I only did multiplayer with my channel members. You know, so we could all hang out and have fun together. That was what we did on 22, and it was good laughs. We didn't do it a lot, unfortunately, because time It's a difficult thing to get where everyone's together and free, but when we did it, we had a laugh. And same on Simulad as well. We just have a good laugh. Let that empty out. And I'll leave that there. And what I'll try and do is one evening get on and progress some of this farming a bit further. And then if I get time next weekend, we shall come back and do some more. Because I have enjoyed it. I think, like I said earlier, taking a break away, downsides of multiplayer, despite the fun, it's hard to link up shit. It is difficult. It is difficult. I was going to say I'm always amazed that you get creators that are able to do full series with another creator, but a lot of them are generally like full-time. This is what they're doing. And maybe not a lot of distractions. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Like Rusty said before, it would be cool if we could get together and do a multiplayer for like Roadcraft, but like our schedules just do not match at all, and it is frustrating because it would be fun to do that with SnowRunner as well, but it's just the free time just isn't the same. But that is going to be it for this one. I've had a fun time with it. It's been awesome having you all come and chat with us. Gaming fan, appreciate you coming joining us and becoming a channel member. That is excellent. I do appreciate that. Like I say, you'll get access to all the early access content as and when it goes up. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. The map is beautiful. Really enjoyed having a little look at. We'll bring it up on the screen again. For Yao. Farm in the middle. All our points. Really nice. MS has done a cracking job with this. I think if this is the version that's gone, I think it'll bounce back for one or two little issues. But hopefully you can get it out for everyone soon. Enjoyed the stream. Glad to see you back. Laters. You're welcome. No, I appreciate you all. I am going to pop that one on. And yeah, like I say, hopefully I'll be back later tonight. It may be post 8 PM, but I'm going to get on and I'm going to do some ATS because I need to get my jobs done. I don't know why my chat doesn't come up in the chat box either, because it's there. So that's something I need to look at as well. So yeah, you guys have a good time. I want to go grab some lunch. I'm going to go get comfortable for the Formula 1. And hopefully I'll see some of you a little bit later. Cheerio.